Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 25. We are on the Hutan Pantai Map, and it is October morning. First thing we're going to do is we're going to sell some of our mozzarella cheese before the price goes down even lower. This is the proper month to sell it in, but the price started going down right away this morning, so I figured let me do that first. So what do we got? We got 270 basic, 275. I'm not really sure of the grand total there, but it looked pretty nice. Somewhere around 330 or 340. Alright, we'll head back to the farm really quick and then get started on everything we need to do today. Actually, there's no reason to drive all the way back to the farm right now, so we'll just park this here. And let's get moving around. We need to start this, but we'll start that in a little bit. I don't think the sugar beets are ready to harvest yet. Nope, they still got 3 more growth stages. And I did want to check the spinach really quick. So crop type is spinach. It's been harvested. I don't think it's growing anymore. No, I don't see a stage of growing, so looks like we need to mulch this field and start prepping it. I went ahead and I fed the animals and moved the wool and all that stuff already. Let's just do that from here. So let's create a job. And we'll get this guy going from this side. Oh, we need to weed. I pressed the wrong button. Alright, so that's going to go on an AI worker. I really wanted to do this field here, this big one we expanded. But maybe I'll do the smaller ones and let the AI worker start on this one. We'll get this one liming this field. I don't want the production to fill up and then, stop producing. Okay, this is here ready to empty out the combine. This is where we were. And this, I think, is where we need to be. It's another foggy morning, so I apologize for the fact that it's going to be a difficult video to watch as I do this. It's unfortunate, but I'm not really sure how I can fix it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do this myself since I can drag the baler behind me, which should hopefully make us way more efficient. And I'm going to do that in a time lapse. So I'll see you guys in just a little bit.
Me down for all to see, then switch it up and treat me right. You promised sun, but you bring rain. I still love what you do to me. The highest highs, the lowest lows, you take me to every extreme. Can't get enough, please let me be, but I love what you do to me. from me. And then you touch, and I feel so much. I just love what you do to me.
Welcome back. We're going to take a quick pause in the mowing, and let's deal with all the rest of our workers here. We missed a small spot in the liming there. We'll have to touch that up as well. Before we bring the hoe across, let's make sure that we got all the weeds. The AI worker did. Unless the field is like a really weird shape, it seems the AI worker has no problem being able to go ahead and, you know, cover the entire field properly, which is fantastic. Alright, let's go ahead and empty this out after I turn the engine off on accident. I was kind of wanting to do some of the sunflower harvesting as well, but the mowing is taking a little bit longer than I expected. Well, a lot longer than I expected. I kind of hoped we would be almost done by now. I found that it definitely struggles uphill while pulling the baler. I guess that makes sense because obviously now it needs a lot more power in order to drag the baler behind it, because the baler's pretty big. Where when I was mowing with a tedder behind it, it was cruising along no problem whatsoever. But that's alright. It makes sense that it's going to struggle a little bit. Let's get this. Whoa! Started tipping over after I hit that windrow. Let's get this going and then throw it onto an AI worker, and hopefully I can take over and do the next two fields. This one here, let's go touch base on these two spots here. Then we'll refill it and throw it onto the next field over here. Yeah, you know, I'm thinking now if I definitely should have staggered the vegetable crops. Had it been time to harvest the carrots right now in this field, and then the previous month or the month before that for the onions, that would have been perfect. It seems we have plenty of time right now since it's just the sunflower harvest and mowing the grass. And mowing the grass is pretty chill. If absolutely needed, I could drop the baler and just have the AI worker do it. I am tempted to see if an AI worker can actually cut and bale simultaneously. I do not know. Alright, AI worker will be on here, perfect. Let's get this emptied really quick and unload the lime factory one more time. You know, while we're doing that, one of the things I wanted to check was how much, so we got almost 300,000 liters of carrots from this field here. And from the spinach, we got 277,000 liters of spinach from that field. being able to do 2 cuts. It's pretty impressive. I'm going to have to figure out what to do with the carrots and the spinach. They're just sitting in the silo at the moment, which isn't doing anybody any good. I'll need to get them into a production and turning them into something that can make us some money. We'll drive this up a little bit and get it closer to the next field. Well, the fog is slowly starting to burn off, but it never really goes away on this map. You know what? Why don't we wait for it to turn and we'll empty out what it's got so far. Doesn't look like it's really all that full, but should make it a little bit easier. Man, these guys, and they're like 50-point turns on a corner during, doing the headlands. And he still missed a spot. No, I always get worried when the truck moves from underneath it, because if it starts to bring that pipe back, it turns right away. I think we can do one more unload before we need to run this to the oil mill. Alright, let's get back into our mower and finish up this field.
1, 2, 3, 4. Jaybird singing something about the way things used to be. Now I'm dancing on a wire like a cheap paper tiger, strumming on a heartstring stereo to a song that no one knows, and it goes like this. Hey, hey, yeah, said it goes like this.
Almost done, and then we can see if the AI worker will make bales and cut simultaneously. Well, once we get to the next field. Personally, I don't think they'll be able to do it, but for science, we need to find out. Nice, one more pass. Speaking of, for science, I would like to buy that JCB Fast Track and see how fast that thing really is. As well, if it actually has a 3-point hitch to, tow something. If it's actually a tractor or if it's purely, for driving around fast when you're bored. Alright, let's fold this up so we can use it as a tractor, basically. A very weak, struggling tractor. We have a little bit here. I think we have a little bit over in these 2 corners down here as well. Alright, let's drop the baler, so that's low and it's turned on. Let's swap to the mower. We'll unfold and drop this as well. Turn everything on. We'll go just a little bit. Now let's see if the AI worker will do it. Nope. So the first thing they did is ejected all the bales, automatically turned off the baler, and then started to mow. What a bummer. Well, I kind of knew it was going to happen, right? and I guess I will do it myself. Alright, obviously this is going to take a while, so I'm going to do it on a time lapse, and I'll see you guys when we're done.
But you think you're doing it wrong. Ooh. High pressure underground. Ooh. Your body's on time, body's on time, made it. Your body's on time, body's on time, made it. Pretty pictures from the upward bound. When the thunder hits, it doesn't make a sound. World's in a hurry just to be let down. Wearing your worry like a wedding gown. Your body's on time, your body's on time. You made it, you made it. Your body's on time, your body's on time. You made it, you made it.
Be clean and neat and be on time.
Take a minute, catch your breath. Take a minute, pass your test. Take it easy, take a step. Take a seat and be my guest. Jam, baby, jam, don't fight. Blue light in the darkest night. No one here gets in alive. Body's on time, body's on time. You made it, you made it. Your body's on time, body's on time. You made it, you made it. Your body's on time, body's on time. You made it, you made it. Your body's on time, body's on time. You made it, you made it.
Welcome back. Well, we've finally finished mowing this entire field and baling it up into some grass bales. All that's left now is to wrap it up really quick and get them fermenting into silage. I went ahead and I did the edges of the field because, you know, it's free grass, why not? And I think I got an extra bale, maybe a bale and a half from that, so I don't know. I think it was worth it. I'm gonna go ahead and head over to the farm really quick, hop into the combine and harvest that last sunflower field. That way I can feel like I was part of that harvest besides just running the the seeds to the oil mill. I also need to drop off this baler so that it can begin to get ready to bale the sunflower fields and turn those into some straw bales. I'll do all that off camera though. I think we've seen enough baling for a while. Luckily, I was gonna say this was the last of the baling for straw, but because of the mod that I have, I think the corn field also drops some straw swaths. Let's drop this off here. Actually, we'll leave this in the paddy for right now because I'm gonna have to go get some gas, refuel it up. Nice. That's been mulched. We'll move this into the next field. Perfect. One of the other things I noticed about dragging the baler behind that mower with us is that I have to spend a little more time when I'm driving around dodging bales. Normally you're mowing and then you come in afterwards and do the bales and it's never an issue. And I was wondering if it's really faster for me to do it that way versus, you know, kind of keeping it separated. If I was to separate it, I would have an AI worker cut the grass anyway, and then I would have to come afterwards, bale it, wrap it, and then collect the bales myself, since the AI worker doesn't do that. So that's 3 jobs for me and 1 for the AI worker. But even the way I did it right now, 1 job for me to mow and bale, another job to come back afterwards and wrap, and then 1 more to come and collect the bale. So it's still 3 jobs. That was one of the things I was really curious about, was I really saving time or not? And to be perfectly honest, I don't know. I'm going to knock this out in a really quick time lapse just so that it's done really fast. I'll see you guys in just a little bit.
Another day, another break in the promise was always a pattern of mine. It's the way that I learned that the game was only a matter of time. And I pray that I don't have to pay for it yet, but I'm willing to gamble on a bet. I'm willing to forgive and forget. Say one thing to me and another and swear it's over the best. Cut all the toxic people telling me to give it a rest. I'm not too sensitive, you just don't have a heart. But I continue to enter the ringer while I'm falling apart. It's a habit I wanna break, like a thieving band, and it's on display. And you pull me in, and I can't look away. Nothing.
Alright, welcome back. That one was actually really quick. Here we are at the oil mill. I'm going to go ahead and just dump these sunflowers seeds into there, and let's see how much we actually have in there for right now. Was that all of them? So about 80,000 minus what was used already. Not bad. Almost filled it up this time. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and do the straw baling and moving of the straw bales off camera, so we don't need to see that. What else do I need to do? So let's see, we've done the sunflower harvest. That was the most important. I noticed rain in the forecast and I started to panic, and I realized, oh wait, I'm done for the episode. So then I just relaxed. I do need to hop into a tractor. There we go. And what did I do with my baler? There we go. I'm going to wrap just one of the small fields really quick. I'll probably do the rest off camera. This should be a relatively pretty quick job. Well, I don't want to do all 4 fields because, well, that would take a while. That will no longer be really quick. Alright, we'll do this in a quick time lapse, just this field right here, just so we could say we did one of them. It's nothing too exciting to watch, but I'll see you in a little bit.
Press the backs of our hands together. It's still wet, so the ink should transfer. Meet me at the side door. We'll sneak on through the main floor.
All night, let's take a shot. Keep moving and we won't get caught. Take a long way home. Tonight we're free to roam. Everything's gonna be alright. Just let go, enjoy the ride. To the top of the world tonight. We're never coming down. Never coming down. No, we're never coming down. Never coming down. High on life, got a good buzz going. I've got no way of knowing what tomorrow's gonna bring me. Not gonna worry. Everything's gonna be alright. Just let go, enjoy the ride. To the top of the world tonight. We're never
Welcome back. Well, we are almost done with this field. We just got to get this last bale right here and get it wrapped up. Oh, that was a little bumpy. All right, while that is happening, the last thing we're going to do today is we're going to buy a new vehicle. You know, for science. Absolutely no options except for the rim color, which we'll just keep it as is. There goes 170,000. I don't see a 3-point hitch on the back. This thing is literally just for driving around. Let's hop over there real quick and we can check it out. Alright, I will admit, it looks pretty nice. Look at the roll cage on the inside there. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. Racing chair. Emergency stop. Does that throw out a parachute? This definitely has some speed. Alright, I figured the best place to test it out on would be the freeway. So that's where we're gonna head. Oh, it's so quick. And it doesn't slow down as quick, but it definitely will stop and spin out of control. Alright, we should be able to hop on the freeway right here, I think. It's been a while since I've had to use the freeway here. Alright, let's see if we can hit 159 miles an hour. $149, 152. Alright, we're gonna cheat and just bring it over on this side with super strength. Alright, I think 153 was the fastest I could get it going. Let's see if we can, let's go from the inside. Let's see if we can get a little bit faster. Oh, there we go. Whoopsie. And I think that's a good spot to end it on, right there. Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, and if you haven't, go ahead and hit the like button and the subscribe if you haven't already. And hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Have an awesome day.